Antarctica, the vast frozen continent at the bottom of our planet, has long been a symbol of untouched wilderness and icy resilience. But today, it is no longer the pristine, isolated world we once imagined. Human footprints, both literal and invisible, are leaving a mark even here. NASA's satellites have revealed a dramatic transformation. Antarctica's ice is melting at a rate far beyond what scientists predicted just a decade ago. What was once a slow, stable cycle of freezing and thawing has become a rapid unraveling, with ancient glaciers now retreating at alarming speeds. The continent's ice loss has quadrupled since the 1990s, signaling a breakdown in the natural systems that kept Antarctica in balance for millennia. The culprit? Human-driven climate change, heating Antarctica from above with warmer air, and from below as ocean currents grow warmer. This isn't a distant threat. Rising seas, stronger storms, and shifting weather patterns are already impacting millions of people around the globe. NASA's warning is clear and urgent. Antarctica's changes are not just a regional crisis, but a planetary emergency that demands our attention. The term Greenlandification now applies here, as Antarctica begins to mirror the Arctic's perilous path of rapid ice loss and instability. The data is undeniable. Thousands of gigatons of ice are vanishing before our eyes, pouring into the ocean and raising sea levels worldwide. The consequences are global, not just polar, threatening coastlines, communities, and ecosystems everywhere. Antarctica's silent warning has become a shout. Our planet's stability and our future are at stake. We must listen, and we must act, now. The choices we make today will echo for generations to come. The future of our world depends on it. Together, we can still change the course of history. Antarctica is approaching climate tipping points, critical thresholds where the balance of nature can suddenly and dramatically shift. These are moments when gradual changes give way to rapid, irreversible transformations, and the consequences can be felt across the entire planet. These thresholds mark the boundaries beyond which change becomes unstoppable, setting off a chain reaction that could reshape coastlines, weather patterns, and ecosystems worldwide. The West Antarctic Ice Sheet, or WAIS, is the most dangerous of these tipping points, and scientists are watching it closely. Its base sits far below sea level, making it especially vulnerable to the relentless assault of warming ocean currents that are now reaching further beneath the ice than ever before. Even a global temperature rise of less than 2 degrees Celsius could be enough to trigger the collapse of this massive ice sheet, unleashing consequences that would be felt for generations. If WAIS goes, global sea levels could rise by over 3 meters, enough to redraw the world's coastlines, submerge entire cities, and force millions of people from their homes. This isn't a distant scenario. It's a looming threat that could unfold within our lifetimes if current trends continue. Once this process begins, it would be irreversible for centuries, locking in changes that no future generation could undo. We don't know exactly where the point of no return lies. Every ton of carbon pollution we emit brings us closer to that invisible line. Our scientific models are struggling to keep up with the pace of change. As new data reveals, the ice is melting faster than previously predicted. The fate of WAIS is a stark reminder. Our actions today will echo for generations, shaping the world our children and grandchildren inherit. We are gambling with the stability of our planet, risking the collapse of systems that have supported life for millennia. The time to act is now, before we tip the balance and set in motion changes that cannot be reversed. Deep within West Antarctica lies the Thwaites Glacier, ominously nicknamed the Doomsday Glacier. It's the size of Great Britain and acts as a cork, holding back vast ice reserves. But that cork is crumbling fast. Warm ocean water is melting, Thwaites from below, accelerating its retreat. The glacier's melt rate has doubled since the 1990s, and the feedback loop is only intensifying. If Thwaites collapses, it could raise sea levels by half a meter and destabilize the entire West Antarctic ice sheet. This would trigger a chain reaction, threatening coastlines worldwide. Scientists are racing to monitor every change, but the message is clear. Thwaites is a ticking time bomb. Its fate is a direct measure of our climate response. The world's coastlines hang in the balance. The time to defuse this bomb is running out. For centuries, Antarctic sea ice has acted as Earth's mirror, reflecting sunlight and cooling the planet. But since 2014, this vital shield has been shrinking at an unprecedented rate. The sea ice edge has retreated over 120 kilometers, 3 times faster than the Arctic's decline. Dark ocean now replaces white ice, absorbing more heat and accelerating warming. A vicious cycle. This loss isn't just local, it disrupts weather patterns worldwide. Sea ice also protects coastal glaciers from destructive waves. As it vanishes, towering ice cliffs are left exposed, hastening their collapse. The disappearance of sea ice is a double blow. It speeds up warming and weakens the ice sheets. Antarctica's mirror is shattering, and the world is growing darker and warmer. The consequences ripple far beyond the polar south. We are losing our planet's natural defense. The urgency to act has never been greater. Beneath the icy expanse of the Southern Ocean, a powerful force pulses quietly. The Antarctic overturning circulation. This vast underwater current acts as the planet's heartbeat, moving cold, dense water and life-sustaining nutrients around the globe, connecting distant oceans and regulating Earth's climate in ways we're only beginning to fully understand. But this ancient, life-giving current is slowing dramatically, its rhythm faltering after millennia of stability. Melting ice releases vast amounts of fresh water, forming a lighter surface layer that blocks the sinking of dense, salty water, strangling the ocean's engine and disrupting the natural flow that has persisted for ages. This slowdown means the ocean absorbs less heat and carbon dioxide, allowing more of both to remain in the atmosphere and intensifying global warming. The ocean's role as a climate buffer is being compromised. The ocean's ability to shield us from the worst effects of climate change is fading, and the consequences are already becoming visible. Marine life is threatened as oxygen and nutrients fail to reach the deep sea, risking the creation of vast dead zones where few creatures can survive. The delicate balance of life in these waters is under siege. The intricate web of life, from tiny plankton to majestic whales, is at risk. Every link in the food chain feels the strain as the ocean's pulse weakens. The ailing Antarctic heartbeat is a silent crisis with global consequences, threatening not just polar ecosystems, but the stability of our entire planet. Changes happening miles below the surface will eventually be felt everywhere, from distant coastlines to the air we breathe. Our greatest climate ally, the ocean, is weakening, and its decline is a warning we cannot ignore. The time to restore its strength is now. Scientists and communities are racing to understand and protect this vital system before it's too late. The world depends on a healthy Antarctic pulse. Our future, and the future of countless species, rests on the choices we make today. Antarctica teems with life. Emperor penguins, seals, whales, all bound to the ice. But their world is melting away. Emperor penguins rely on stable sea ice to breed. But in 2023, early ice breakup led to catastrophic chick losses. Krill, the foundation of the food web, depend on sea ice algae. As ice vanishes, so does their food. Ocean acidification further threatens krill and plankton, striking at the base of the ecosystem. The speed of change is overwhelming these resilient creatures. Their survival is a test of our stewardship. If we fail them, we lose not just biodiversity, but a vital part of our planet's health. The fate of Antarctica's wildlife mirrors our own. Their struggle is a warning, and a call to protect what remains. The clock is ticking for this fragile kingdom. Antarctica's meltdown is not a natural cycle. It's a direct result of human-driven climate change. The only solution is to stop adding greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. We can't refreeze the ice or restart the ocean's currents. We must address the root cause. The choices we make this decade will decide Antarctica's fate, and our own. This is a shared responsibility, demanding rapid transition to clean energy, efficiency, and ecosystem restoration. Limiting warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius is essential to avoid triggering irreversible changes. Antarctica is the planet's warning siren. Its fate is tied to ours. We have the knowledge, technology, and obligation to act. The time for delay is over. Protecting Antarctica means protecting ourselves. The future is in our hands. Let's choose wisely.